Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. My name is Jay DeRozier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
What is up? My name is Jay DeRozier. Welcome to another episode of the Serious Sarcasm Podcast, y'all. This week's episode is very jam-packed, full of seriousness and sarcasm and jokes and a little bit of a trigger warning on some topics, but we're going to have a good time. Before I start off, man, got to give a shout out to none other than the podcast, Dr. Phil.
What's up?
How you doing, my guy?
I love it, man. I'm good.
Another day, another nickel, you know what I'm saying?
You make that much?
Nah, it's more so like maybe just 1 cent, you know, the way to be taxing us. And wait till Trumpito's back in office, it's going to be less than that, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, I got to get some rations.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of Trump, I know this has nothing to do with the first topic, but speaking of Trump, you saw that he's doubling, not doubling back, but he's like backpedaling on his promise on lowering groceries.
Yeah, because he knows a lot. He knows what's going to happen with the tariffs.
Yeah, hey, fuck around and find out. Good job, Trump supporters. Anyways, but Phil, we got a jam-packed show, right?
We certainly do.
But before we start off the show, I do want to say this is another episode of Serious Sarcasm Podcast on the Jay DeRozier Media Network. And we have a new show launching this week on the Jay DeRozier Media Network. The show is called Fupas and Flapjacks, guys. So for those who may not know and those who maybe don't give a fuck, I'm going to enlighten you a little bit. So Fupas and Flapjacks is a podcast with myself. And, of course, my co-host is going to be none other than Trey Hale. If you don't know who Trey is, of course, my best friend. My right-hand man, he's a pretty well-known content creator, pretty well-known guy in the content creating space, and he's a music artist as well. We decided to launch a podcast that specifically focuses on giving dating advice, our experiences in dating, our experiences in just the world when it comes to being black men in this world, because there's a lot of negative things that's going on in this world when it comes to being black in this world. And we also took a chance in this podcast by promoting body positivity to black women as well. So if you are somebody of, you know, any creed, color, race, whatever the case is, not just black women in general, but you can find some love and some support at the Fupas and Flapjacks podcast. So like I said, it's on the Jay DeRozier Media Network. Please tune in. First episode drops in a couple of days. You guys are going to love it. I guarantee it. I'm pretty sure in our first episode, we're talking about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend and that whole dating situation, how social media may affect your relationship sometimes and how you can avoid that by, you know, trusting your significant other. I'm not going to give too much away from the episode. You're going to have to tune in and watch it. All right. Sound good, Phil?
Sounds amazing.
Let's get it.
Are we having flapjacks too? Are we eating? Have some food?
You know, I was thinking like every episode I should just come in with pancakes and just put it on the table while we're talking.
Yeah.
Just have flapjacks there. Even though that's not the flapjacks we're referring to when we're talking about Fupas and
No.
Flapjacks. But, you know, I should probably do that. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that.
Don't bring pancakes in here.
Why not? Just have the Walmart hotcake. Not Walmart. The McDonald's hotcakes just sitting on the table.
All right.
That's an easy way to get a McDonald's, you know.
There you go. Sponsorship.
You know, but we don't support McDonald's. You know, we're not pro-Israel around here, pro-Palestine. Anyways. Yeah, but anyways, let's start off the show with a bit of a trigger warning. First, let me just say this.
Bad
transition?
Yeah. I mean, not transition, but the bad choice of words there.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. Trigger warning. That's not a good choice of words at all. I just want to say 3 out of the 4 topics are kind of a trigger warning. The second topic, of course, is a definitely trigger warning, but this is, you guys have heard about it. It's been all over the news. It's been the front page of news for the past week and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the United Healthcare CEO being gunned down. Now, for this gentleman, I completely forgot his name off the top of my head. Do you remember his name, Phil?
I forgot.
I forgot his name. That sucks, right? That we forgot the guy who died.
Just like he forgot all the names of the people they denied?
That part. But the United Healthcare CEO, former United Healthcare CEO, was gunned down in New York. Anybody who's from New York knows the area that he was gunned down in is probably one of the most busiest places in well congested places in New York, even though it's on the upper, class scale in New York, where people in that area, you kind of got that shit on. When I talk about that shit on, you got that. You wearing something nice. You know what I mean? You're wearing something nice. He was gunned down in front of his hotel lobby.
Brian Thompson.
Brian Thompson. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. To Brian Thompson and Brian Thompson's loved ones, someone did lose a husband and kids lost a father, so that still sucks. You know what I'm saying? But to Brian Thompson and to his killer Luigi.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get him on the screen.
Yeah, you're good. But it's crazy to me that the person who killed him was an Italian American kid, Ivy League scholar. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's from an affluent neighborhood. He's kind of a well-off kid, and he decided to gun down this CEO. It seemed kind of like a random type of act of violence, right?
It did on camera, but when you saw the gun that he had or whatever unit that he used to propel the bullets, everyone's like, "Oh, that's a hit."
It looked like a hit.
Yeah.
Even when the gun jammed, like he remembered, I gotta uncock it, and he looked like he was calm. He wasn't frantic when he shot the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
And that's the thing. I think that's the thing that caught me about the video. He wasn't frantic by any stretch of the imagination when he shot dude. Also, time to get to my conspiracy bag. You ready?
Let's hear it, man.
This is the sarcasm part.
Well, hold on.
United States government and whoever was behind arresting this guy, I just want to say you guys got to come up with a new concept, because this whole manifesto on every killer is starting to get annoying, bro.
Oh, you saying that they did it?
Somebody, I don't know if he did it. And I'm not here to speculate, but I'm just saying, but every mass shooting, every killer has a manifesto, bro. Let's stop that shit, please.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Let's have can we come up with a different script? Because even the NBA has new scripts every year. Can we come up with a different script? That's starting to annoy me, by the way. Just be honest with you. That's starting to annoy me. But to Luigi, it's crazy that, ever since he got arrested, also I want to say too, a lot of you people out in the world that's like making this kind of like this guy killing the CEO and making him, I'm not gonna say a martyr, because I have my own issues with healthcare and me being a father of an autistic child, and how healthcare has screwed me and my family multiple times and screwed my son multiple times. But let's not turn him killing this CEO into like a dating show. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's so sexy. He fine as hell. I'd fuck him." Blah, blah, blah. Like, I think it's weird, bro.
Yeah, it is weird.
I just think that's weird. That's just me. This is coming from somebody who gets plenty of DMs that women are saying the wildest shit. I think that's weird. And with him being arrested, obviously he's looking at a couple of different counts, but he's not looking at a count for first-degree murder.
That is wicked strange.
Right? Is that just, I thought it was just me that thought that was kind of weird that he's not looking at a first-degree murder charge. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, hey.
What are they charging him with then?
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I got so much on my mind. I'm not gonna say this was the last thing on my mind because I had to talk about it today, but he's not charged for first-degree murder. Like, I could probably look it up right now. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's really weird though, unless they don't have all the full evidence yet. But even though he was on camera and they showed his face, I thought it was Tom Cruise, man. The way they had his face in the camera, I was like, dude, that looked like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so they're saying that the police are still trying to gather more physical evidence. You have him on camera shooting a dude. What other evidence you need? So he was charged with second-degree murder, 3 weapons possession-related charges, and 1 charge of forgery. And he's having more charges added in Pennsylvania as well.
Okay.
But that's a second-degree murder. I mean, that's a second-degree murder? That should be first-degree murder, right?
Yeah, because it looked like it was planned, obviously, especially if he had a manifesto.
Exactly. If he had a manifesto, that's point-blank premeditated murder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sometimes the United States is crazy. Also, speaking of the United States, hey, did you see a Florida woman got arrested?
Yeah.
She was on the phone with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and she said the three words that were on the bullets of when
3Ds.
The 3Ds, pause. The 3Ds that was said, and she said you're next or some shit like that. And them motherfuckers found her and arrested her.
They scared?
They scared. Did you see some of the insurance companies took their CEOs and all that stuff down? Like
They scared. Now this is where the conversation is. Like, obviously we don't condone murder.
No, we don't.
But how do you start a revolution? Right?
But at the same time, though, Phil, nothing changed after this guy got shot. The only thing that changed was that
this is the beginning, though.
Blue Cross Blue Shield was like, oh, never mind about we're not paying for all the anesthesia shit.
But
that's the only thing that's changed, though.
Because it's been a week. But all that has changed in a week.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? They're scared. They took their CEOs off their website. Blue Cross decided, okay, we'll pay for the anesthesia.
Yep.
Because we're worried about getting murdered. Because they know that they are screwing the people.
But the healthcare system is still trash.
It is, but this could be a catalyst to something happening. But that's how revolutions start.
I don't know.
Viva la revolution!
Hey, if they want to start a revolution like Kurt Franklin up in here, I'll be down, man. I'd be down. Let me stop. But let's go on to the next topic because, like I said, Luigi's gonna have his day in court. We'll see what happens with that. And my conspiracy thinking cap is always on. You want to see my conspiracy thinking cap even tighter on right now?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jay-Z. So if you guys didn't know, Jay-Z, oh, look at them. Beautiful. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy at the red carpet.
She's taller than her mom.
She's tall as fuck. She got her daddy height.
Oh.
She's 12 years old. She's that tall. God damn.
Yeah. Unless she got on heels.
I mean, still.
Hey, hold on, look at this again. Because Jay-Z, what, 6'2"?
Yeah, Jay-Z like 6'2".
Yeah. She's taller than Beyonce.
She gonna dunk on somebody.
All right now.
She could play. Hey, if she could play ball, imagine being able to play basketball. Your mom and dad's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Ain't nobody trying to follow you.
No.
Ain't nobody trying to follow you. The beehive is on your ass if somebody follow you. somebody follow her. They on her. They on that kid's ass. Pause. But trigger warning. We're gonna talk about Jay-Z and his alleged grape lawsuit. So I'm gonna give you guys the timeline first. But Jay-Z was officially sued on this past Sunday. I can't remember the date, but this past Sunday for graping a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. In this lawsuit, Jay-Z was named alongside Diddy, but alongside that, a third celebrity that hasn't been named in this lawsuit, who was a female celebrity, was named in the lawsuit. Now, let's talk about the lawsuit, because there's actually 3 lawsuits ongoing simultaneously. Well, 2 lawsuits going on simultaneously, and a third lawsuit that was amended in this situation. So I'm going to talk about the amended lawsuit first. So the original lawsuit claimed that a 13-year-old girl who was at a MTV VMA after party was allegedly raped and sexually assaulted by Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity. Mind you, once again, Diddy, unnamed female celebrity. Following me here, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
After this lawsuit was filed, the attorney who's representing this alleged victim approached Jay-Z and his people and basically said, long story short, allegedly said this, that, hey, if you guys, don't pay up, we're going to go to the press and we're going to name you in a lawsuit now, which is pretty much what, Phil?
Say that again.
If I approach you with a lawsuit, a potential lawsuit that might be in your name, right, and say, hey, if you don't settle with me out of court, saying the media scrutiny.
Trying to extort me?
Exactly. Keyword right there is extortion.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay-Z and his people felt that way, and they decided to file a lawsuit for extortion. Right? You still follow me here, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
They filed that lawsuit in October, right?
Okay.
Now, the third lawsuit here is the new lawsuit where Jay-Z was named now. The lawyer of the alleged victim decided to, I'm laughing about this, but it's not funny. But the lawyer decided to amend the original lawsuit where Jay-Z was not named and now name Jay-Z in that lawsuit and add more details that link Jay-Z to the alleged scene of the crime. So let's talk about the scene of the crime. Number one, it was a 13-year-old who was hanging out outside Radio City Music Hall where the MTV VMAs were at in the year 2000, mind you. Met up with a limo driver. The limo driver said allegedly, hey, you Diddy's type. Wait right here. I'm going to come back and get you.
Whoa.
Right? No, listen, I'm still going here. Follow me here. Follow me. After the limo driver came back and got the 13-year-old girl and took her to an after party at a mansion with a U-shaped driveway, the victim said the alleged mansion was 20 minutes away from where the MTV VMAs were being held. Phil, do you know where the MTV VMAs were being held?
Radio City Music Hall.
In the middle of Manhattan. There is no mansion 20 minutes away from Manhattan on a Sunday on one of the busiest nights in New York with the VMAs there. And now, I'm not talking about the VMAs, what the VMAs are now.
Back when they were the ish.
Back when the VMAs were the ish in 2000. And mind you,
this is the Britney Spears snake on the stage.
I believe
that was 2000.
I believe it's that year.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. I believe it's that same year. Mind you, the VMAs ended at 11:30 at night. So this 13-year-old was in the middle of New York at that time at night. Now, I just want to preface my comments, my next couple of comments for the next 5 minutes by saying I am not victim blaming. If this victim was raped or sexually assaulted by one of, or if not both of these two men, while the third female celebrity just sat there and watched it, they deserve to go to jail, all three of them. And I'm not going to condone this. Like I said it with Diddy. And people are going to say to me like, oh, you went mad hard at Diddy, pause. Why don't you go this hard at Jay-Z? Jay-Z's being alleged. The reason I went at Diddy so hard is because of the video of Cassie. I saw that on camera, him hitting Cassie, beating her, and dragging her and berating her. And he was just in a towel. That's how I knew he was that comfortable beating her like that. But anyways, back to this Jay-Z situation. So this young lady, the limo driver came back and picked up this young lady, right? They went to a mansion that was 20 minutes away from Radio City Music Hall in middle Manhattan, just saying. And she said that she took a drink, she felt woozy, she kind of passed out, and when she woke up, Diddy came into the room, raped her, while Jay-Z and another alleged celebrity, female celebrity, mind you, sat there in the corner and watched, and then Jay-Z raped her after, and then Jay-Z left the room, and then Diddy left the room, and the celebrity left the room as well. She got up, got dressed, went across the street or down the street to a gas station where her father picked her up. All right. Phil, you ready?
I'm ready. Are we going to count all the inconsistencies here or something?
Inconsistency number one, the victim has already admitted that her father, who picked her up from a gas station after she was raped, doesn't recall ever picking her up from that gas station.
Okay.
Number two, the alleged after party is in question because Jay-Z and Diddy were spotted multiple times that night and reported and recorded multiple times at a nightclub. And allegedly they were in that nightclub until 3 o'clock in the morning. This rape supposedly happened not long after the VMAs ended at 11:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
So if Jay-Z and Diddy were at an after party allegedly at a club until 3 o'clock in the morning, how did they have the time to rape this young lady at, let's just say 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning? How can both of them be in two places at the same time?
They're clones.
All right. You ready for more?
Yeah.
And this is my only fear about this topic is because I have nieces that are at this age, right? And this is honestly my worst fear. There's any father, any parents, any human being's worst fear is the innocence of kids being exploited, right? And the kids being so gullible that they would get exploited. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The last part of this inconsistency that's bothering me is Jay-Z's statement. Now, if you guys didn't read Jay-Z's statement, Jay-Z basically, called these crimes heinous and basically said, long story short, to the lawyer, wouldn't you want to file criminal charges instead of a civil case if these crimes were actually committed? And also, you lying about these crimes makes it worse for the next victim who actually went through these crimes or these alleged crimes, right?
Yeah, this is a big stigma when it comes to sexual assault.
Exactly, because shit like this happens where now the victim who already came out today actually and said she admitted to the inconsistencies in her original story, and now her second story where she said Jay-Z was there, it gives you cause to pause, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's just say allegedly this rape never happened. Now, if there's somebody who was raped by Diddy or potentially by Jay-Z, no one's ever going to believe them.
No.
And this shit is serious. Like, I'm not a Jay-Z apologist. However, I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper of all time.
I think he's been voted the best rapper of all time.
Yes, he has. So Jay-Z is my favorite rapper of all time. One of my favorite lines from Jay-Z is, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman."
Right.
Like, my favorite song from Jay-Z is Dead Presidents 1. Why others spit that Wonder Rhyme shit, me and my conglomerate, Shabba Anonymous, caught up in the finest shit. Like, I love that damn song, the first version of Dead Presidents. So imagine me standing here now trying to give every excuse for Jay-Z, which I'm not trying to, because if he did this, he did it. There's no apology, no nothing for it. However, this lawyer, Tony Buzbee, is probably not the right person to be representing this victim if this really happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He already got his ass kicked with the Deshaun Watson situation. People think he's full of shit now with we spoke about it before when he made a Diddy hotline and there were 60 men and 60 women that claimed they were raped by Diddy. You know what I'm saying? We spoke about it previously on this podcast. We made fun of the hotline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you got the wrong guy to represent you. And now come to find out there's alleged sexual assault victims who had legitimate cases against other celebrities that he wouldn't represent because they wouldn't put some more, spectacular pizzazz or lies on the actual crime.
Ridiculous.
So why should we believe this guy now? Please tell me that.
All credibility is lost.
Yeah.
This guy's good. Like I told you off the air, this guy's going to get disbarred.
Oh yeah. If this happens,
or unalived.
If this happens to be the complete BS lie that a lot of people think it is, because I say this much, there's a lot of people who support Jay-Z in this situation than more people who don't, right?
Because it just seems so out of character, even for Jay-Z in 2000.
Exactly. And the thing that's crazy too is that Jay-Z has been alleged to do a lot of fucked up shit. And it's been a rumor after rumor after rumor after rumor. We spoke about Jaguar Wright previously on the show. We've spoken about obviously the Diddy situation, how just Jay-Z taking pictures with Diddy, now he's guilty by association. Similar to, what's crazy with that guilty about association? People always say, people are online saying that Jay-Z and Diddy are the best of friends because they have a couple of pictures together and they've done songs together and they've done music videos together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we have that same energy with Trump and Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
Am I wrong?
Don't you talk about Papa Trump like that.
Well, okay.
I'm joking.
I won't talk about Trump like that.
I'm just joking.
No, I won't talk about Trump like that. But,
Sarcasm.
But a lot of you people, hey, guess what? Good luck on them groceries. Anyways.
Oh, wait.
But why do we talk about, but why do we speak about Trump like that?
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Epstein, right? No?
Exactly.
Like, we don't do it to Matt Damon about, I hate to do this, but we don't do it about Matt Damon about, who's the dude that was raping all those Hollywood women?
Oh, the creepy guy?
Yeah, chubby dude. I forgot his name. He was the
Jeffrey Weinstein.
Yeah,
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. We don't do that shit with Matt Damon or Ben Affleck or any of those dudes about Harvey Weinstein. So why are we doing it with Jay-Z or any rapper in general in hip hop?
For real, right?
Am I lost on that?
Yeah.
I think I know the reason. Do you know the reason? I think I know the reason.
Is it because they're white?
Yeah, I think so. Oh my gosh, they are white. Oh my gosh. I think we just hit the fourth wall.
The more you know.
I think we just broke the fourth wall. We're Deadpool.
Oh no.
We're Deadpool. But anyways, to the alleged victim and to Jay-Z's family, and to all our parties involved, thoughts and prayers, honestly, at this point. Honestly, thoughts and prayers. Also, to you people online that's using this moment to slander Blue Ivy, a 12-year-old, you guys need help.
Fuck out of here.
Like, you guys are weird. Y'all need help. I spoke about this already on TikTok and on my Instagram page. Y'all need help. Especially the women that's posting pictures of themselves at 12 years old. No one cares about your dusty gymnasium high school picture, middle school picture, when your edges wasn't even freaking laid and you over here trying to rose Blue Ivy.
A 12-year-old.
A 12-year-old. But anyways, to the next topic, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark. Oh, actually, wait, before I talk about Caitlin Clark, hey, yo, Andrew Schultz, you're a bitch. Okay, now we can talk about Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark was announced as the Athlete of the Year by Time Magazine. I'm going to be real. I think Time Magazine got this right.
I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, I think they got it right.
I was either going to say Shohei Ohtani too.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Could have been in the running, but I think for as sports as a whole, it's got to be her.
Like in my brain, it was either between her, Simone Biles. Simone Biles got it last year though, so I don't think they do it 2 years in a row to the same person. So I get why Simone Biles didn't get it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sha'Carri Richardson.
Oh, did she win gold?
She won gold in the 200. She lost, I think she got bronze or silver in the 100.
Okay. All right, yeah.
So as I was saying, like, I would have gave it to Sha'Carri Richardson. If she would have got gold in the 100, I think she would have got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, to Caitlin Clark. The reason why we're talking about Caitlin Clark, all right. She had a great interview with Time Magazine. If you read this interview, I suggest you guys go and read the entire interview, not just the excerpts I'm going to speak on, but read the entire interview. It was a pretty damn good interview, Phil, honestly.
Yeah.
She spoke about herself. She spoke about her own white privilege. She spoke about her alleged or her rivalry or her being pitted against Angel Reese. She spoke about, how she was, a little disappointed about not making the Olympic team. She spoke about the amazing women who are in the WNBA before her and the ones that probably come up behind her as well. And if you read this interview in its totality, you can see how smart of a young woman she really is. Like, if people try to paint her as this like damsel in distress, great white hope type of thing, she's really not that. She's really a very articulate, smart, and brave woman to speak how she spoke in this interview. And when I say brave, I don't mean brave in the sense of she's standing up for all women. Brave because she knows the backlash she's going to get. Mm-hmm. And she still spoke out and spoke the way she spoke. And the excerpts I'm going to speak on and speak my reaction to is probably, if this was a recorded interview, it's probably maybe 5 minutes out of an hour-long interview, Phil. Straight up.
Okay.
But these 5 minutes are what's, got a lot of people up in arms. And when I mean people, the whites.
Not the whites.
The white people. The audacity of the caucasity. All right, let's speak on it. So, Caitlin Clark spoke on Angel Reese. And she basically spoke about, she's being pitted against Angel Reese. And how it's weird that she's being pitted against Angel Reese because they don't even play the same position. They don't even guard each other. Is she wrong for saying that?
No.
Well, the white people didn't think so. They thought she was being woke. You want to know why else they thought she was being woke, Phil?
Why?
Because she acknowledged her white privilege. If one thing Megyn Kelly, out of all people, going to be mad about is somebody acknowledging their whiteness and how their whiteness got them ahead in life. Now, here's the thing about Caitlin Clark specifically. She's in a field that's dominated by black women or black people in general, and that's athletics as a whole. Athletics as a whole worldwide is dominated by black people. If you look at France's national soccer team, where like a superstar like Mbappe plays for, the majority of that team is black, and their bloodline come directly from Africa. If you look at the English soccer team, you got amazing player like Saka who plays for Arsenal, go Gunners, whose family is from Africa. You could look at here in the U.S. where most of our NBA players and our NFL players, their families are from black families, and they're from where else? Africa. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that, she spoke out against this, but a lot of people are upset about it. Like, what you think about that, Phil?
Who's really upset about it? Just the hardcore conservatives? Because they want her to be on their side?
Yeah, honestly, that's really who was really mad about it.
People looking to create controversy over nothing.
But a lot of them are calling her woke because she acknowledged her white privilege, and she showed love to the black players before her.
Woke is only a negative connotation to those idiots.
Well, my thing is woke has been hijacked. Woke is the new N-word.
But it's not a bad thing to be aware.
It's not, but they made woke the new N-word because they can't say the N-word, so they've been using woke.
No, and also DEI. That's also the new N-word.
Oh yeah, true. But I think DEI kind of got downplayed, honestly. but her speaking on the black players that came before her, you could talk about Cheryl Swoosh, you could talk about Lisa Leslie, and she also spoke about how difficult it is in the NBA compared to college. Also, speaking on that, I want to speak on that real quick because that had nothing to do with race right there. Speaking on that, that's the same thing that Diana Taurasi said that a lot of people were shitting on Diana Taurasi about. She said, hey, this is a different league when you come here with these grown women. Just like when people say that about college football compared to the NFL. Like, why are we upset that we are like professional athletes are telling these young adults that, when you come over here, it ain't that sweet when you come over here. And don't get me wrong, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both played amazingly well in their rookie seasons, in my personal opinion. And the fact that The fact that we can't sit back and just look and absorb greatness and recognize greatness, we have to put race on it all the time, is annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they made her the great white hope. And because she's not buying into it or feeding into it, now y'all upset. Now, granted, I felt like Caitlin Clark could have made these statements earlier, but I felt like some of the questions that were asked to her, she didn't have the chance to answer and respond in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Granted, she could have made a whole Twitter thread and just tweet about it, but, that's probably not the best marketing-wise. I get it. It is what it is. But I'm glad she spoke out sooner she spoke out later rather than sooner. We can't, I could be mad at her about the timeline, but it is what it is. I liked what she did. I genuinely like what she did.
Yeah, good.
She did the right thing. And people are upset with her doing the right thing.
Right, because they want controversy.
Yeah, they want controversy.
That brings them money.
They know the two things that always cause the most controversy is race,
religion.
Okay, three things. No, I don't think politics is much anymore. I think it's race, religion, and sex.
Yes, okay.
And speaking of sex, let's talk about Lily Phillips. So if you guys don't know who Lily Phillips is a OF model, and she went after a record. I don't know if it's a Guinness Book record, but she tried to have sex with over 100 men in one day.
That's not the record. The record is actually Lisa Sparks' 914 men in 24 hours, by the way.
Jesus
You want to know why?
Christ.
Because I was one of those men.
Did you disinfect this mic before you put this here?
You want to know what number I was? 914.
Jesus Christ. It must have been like throwing a.
How do you think I know Lisa Sparks?
It must have been throwing like a Vienna sausage down a hallway at that point.
No. How do you think I know? Other lady.
Oh, the other lady?
Yeah. How do you think I know her? They're best friends.
Jesus Christ.
You think I'm joking, don't you?
I know you're not joking. That's the sad part about it. I know you're not being sarcastic right now. You're being dead serious. See what I did there? Serious sarcasm.
I got a certificate. I'll bring it next time.
Phil, I can't stand you right now. Phil, I really can't stand you right now. If y'all can only see how much she's laughing right now, I can't stand you. Sooner or later, we're going to put a camera where Phil is at so you guys can see his reactions to things sooner or later. But, yeah, she went after to have sex with 100 men in one day, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm trying my hardest not to slut shame right now. But you know what? Let's see her reaction to after she did all of this, right?
I think sometimes feeling so robotic, by the 30th, when we're getting on a bit, I've got a routine of how we're going to do this. And it just,
by the way, for my audio listeners,
sometimes you disassociate and be it's not normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember. And that's it.
Out of 100, that's crazy.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it?
This is sad. So a lot of people have told me in my DMs, because I was going to speak about this, right? Have told me yo, Jay, don't you see she's a victim, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, she's a victim of her own stupidity.
Yeah.
She's genuinely a victim of her own stupidity.
Yeah, that's like buyer's remorse.
Yes, that's literally buyer's remorse. That's literally what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong for saying that?
No.
Am I? I'm not, right?
Yeah. If I wanted to touch 100 stoves for a world record in 24 hours and then I'm mad that my hand is burned, whose fault is that?
It seems like she's going to have a different type of burn. That be big. Get out. Anyways, yo, Lily Phillips, let's get back on track. Yo, it's crazy that she actually even attempted this. What, imagine being guy number 86 at that point.
Honestly though, who were the men that I shouldn't talk, never mind.
Jesus Christ.
Continue. Go ahead.
But no, seriously, who are the men that decided to do this? This is weird, bro. This is a super gangbang.
Bro.
What?
Just would you hit that?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't find her attractive.
Okay.
And this is before I heard the story. I didn't find her attractive.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm to my black and brown queens, I see y'all.
That's right.
But anyways, it mind boggles me personally the fact that this young lady decided to attempt this. She advertised it. She was happy when doing it. And now that she's done with it, she's like crying about it, trying to get sympathy from us. No, you're not getting any. You decided to play these stupid games. Stupid games get stupid prizes. You literally fucked around and found out. Ooh. You literally fucked around and found out. Now, I'm not slut shaming you by any stretch of the imagination because like Phil said, if you touched 100 stoves and you burned your hands, this would be my same reaction to it. This would literally be my same reaction to it. It's just crazy to me that we live in a day and age that people are doing all this outlandish shit to try to get clicks and views and not thinking of the repercussions of their actions. You know what I'm saying? The only thing with this was that she needed a recent STD test, right? And I think an ID picture to make sure the person was over 21 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, here's what bothers me. What if that person gave you that legitimate STD test, correct? Or forged it? Now, you might have put all those other guys at risk or put yourself at risk.
Yeah.
But no one thinks that far ahead, you know?
All that for some cooch. Like,
some cooter.
Not even. She's not even like hot.
She looks like every other white girl I've seen in Winter Park, Florida.
Yeah,
like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. It's depressing.
Yep.
You know what could be worse?
What?
I'm like, bro, what you want?
That can actually be worse. Speaking of the bro, what you want segment, ladies and gentlemen, this bro, what you want segment comes all the way from the great state of Utah.
Well, hold on. The reason why I did it is because I know what you were going with, but this has to be. You have two bro what you wants, man.
I have two.
Yes, because of what I showed you earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Why I did that.
Okay. Let's do the first. Let's do yours first. All right.
Okay.
So Phil has not user submitted. Phil's not a user, but Phil has a producer submitted. Bro, what you want, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know this lady's name, but let's introduce you to this lady who literally wore a dress made out of condoms. Oh wait, the condoms are from men that she slept with. I know that's cap because I see a lot of magnums in there. You need to fuck a bunch of magnum condoms, bro. Actually, some of them look like Durex.
I don't want to get you blocked, but yeah. Gross.
That's disgusting, bro. What you want?
Oh,
why are you wearing used condoms?
I'm like, bro, what you want?
That's disgusting, bro.
Yeah. My finger stuck. There we go.
But she's wearing used condoms, bro.
Yeah, talk about a sticky situation.
It's getting sticky.
But anyway, but yeah, I had to bring that one.
That's a lot of mustard on her. Anyways, see what I did there? Yeah,
I was too far away.
I beat you to it.
You beat me to it. I beat you to it.
And guess what?
Damn.
Guess what?
What?
Somebody else gonna catch a beating because imagine buying a car having buyer's remorse.
Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, our second bro, what you want, comes from the great state of Utah. Let's go ahead and play. So for my audio listeners, this gentleman drove his car into a Subaru dealership. He drove his car into a Subaru dealership because he was sold a lemon. For those who don't know what a lemon is a car that you buy that literally has a bunch of mechanical problems. It's just a piece of shit car. You know what I'm saying? They sold him the car. He came back 2 weeks later trying to get a refund. They wouldn't issue him the refund. And he drove the car into the dealership. This has to be the top nominee for a 2024 Crash Out.
I'm like, bro, what you want?
Oh.
Give me a rim shot. Come on, you got to give me the rim shot on that one.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Let's get it.
Bro.
Yo, he dead ass drove the car into the dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't blame him either. Like, I would have done the same thing. Yo, hold on a second. I got to hold on. Not only did he drive the car into the dealership at the by the way, the car was sold to him as a nude car, not a used car.
Yeah, lemon law only applies to new cars.
And they sold the car as is.
You can't sell a new car as is.
That's why I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they have warranties.
But they claimed that the car was thankfully caught on camera, and the thing was caught on camera. He was arrested for reckless endangerment and causing $10,000 worth of damages to the building. My thing is, I feel like he could have just still sued.
Yeah,
we live in a country that loves to sue everybody.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. He could have sued. so everybody's suing everybody instead of, filing criminal charges. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another episode of the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. Can I see that video one more time to do crashing into the dealership? Because that shit is funny to me, bro. I'm sorry. It's just...
Hold on.
That
I wasn't, huh?
Bro, it's the fact that he drove right into someone's desk too on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another episode of Serious Sarcasm Podcast here at the J. DeRozier Media Network. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the podcast, Dr. Phil, it's been another great episode. You guys have a good one.
See ya.
Yo, he drove the car to the dealership.